Hi viewers, welcome back to the journey of Gildem and Bacon as we try to make our way home. And in order to do that, we have to help Fire Eyes out by finding Strongheart, because he went to the bug muck in the east of the village, and he hasn't returned. Personally, I'd say he's dead, and we should just leave it at that, but we have to confirm it before we can continue. Also, I reached level 2, that's pretty sweet. Not strong enough to really take on the bug muck, but you know, every level helps. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna want to level up before we go. Also, we have some sort of plants, vines, whatever. It's blocking our path. We can't cut it with our bone. I guess it's just too blunt and not able to really cut down like plants and stuff. We'll have to remedy that soon enough, but for now, well, we got skeleton hermit things. Yeah, hermit skeleton things. Also, I see Bacon's getting low on health. Fortunately, you can use petals on your dog. That's right, you can heal him with petals, and that's pretty cool. Use petals on yourself or your dog. Same with nectar. Nectar is... I advise you not to use nectar before the next coming boss, though. Which will actually be coming up sooner rather than later, but it's still a ways away. I digress. These guys are a lot stronger than the plants we've been fighting, that's right. As you continue to go to areas, you find that the enemies significantly improve in strength, and they take a lot more damage to kill, and if you're not ready for it, you're going to die. Also, we're in like a desert sandy area with sand pits, and if you fall into them, they transport you places. Now, I advise falling into them once so you can go to this area, because there's a cave, and if you go into the cave, well, you have gourds that contain alchemy ingredients, but you also have this guy wandering around. And you want to talk to this guy because, well, he tells you, you know, those sucking sand whirlpools, they're annoying. But if you had the speed of a jaguar, which he can provide with a jaguar tooth ring, you'd be able to outrun them. And you know what? He'll sell you one, or he'll give you one free with any purchase because he is a merchant. Personally, I am sold, because I'd love to have a jaguar tooth ring. So I will buy a petal, because it's pretty cheap. And with that, he will give me a jaguar tooth ring, or a jaguar ring, which now gives us the ability to run when we hold A. But it drains our stamina meter, so be careful. I haven't really explained the stamina meter, have I? Because it's very crucial to combat. I should probably make mention of it now. So every time you use your attack, it drains your stamina meter completely, and you have to wait until it's 100 before you attack again. Because if you don't, you will significantly do less damage to enemies. And by significantly, I mean little to no damage. So when it's at 100, you can attack, or you should attack. When it's not at 100, don't attack, because you're going to do nothing to enemies, pretty much. And it's going to take forever to kill them. And that's really all I have to say about the stamina meter. Running also drains it, which is kind of a double-edged sword when it comes down to it, but, you know, being able to run, still pretty useful, especially in certain situations like these whirlpools. You can, if you get sucked into one, you can kind of get yourself out by running, which is kind of nice. Also, I should also mention this, for Let's Play's sake. Dog will find a lot of alchemy ingredients, as you know. I'm not going to point them all out, because I believe they kind of respawn once you exit and enter places. So, you know, I can't really say that it's exact, it's pretty random, that's what I'm trying to say. So, what you get is, if you're playing along, is not something I might get. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure they do respawn in the same places, so, you know, that kind of helps. But aside from that, yeah, not really much else to say. it's kind of lucrative to get them for alchemy formulas, but other than that, not really a whole lot else to say about it. Anyways, so I'm just kind of going along the secret path. There's actually an alchemy ingredient here. Not much of another point in going here, though. So take that as you will. Plays pretty awesome. I don't have any use for it right now, but I will soon, I do believe. For now, oil and wax are the only things I can really use to make some sort of alchemy spell. Because alchemy is pretty much your magic system here. And it does level up the more you use it, which is pretty cool. And the weapon actually works the same way. But we'll get into that later as it happens. And also, it looks like I could use the pedal. I'm getting kind of low on health. See, if the dog runs out of HP, it's no big deal. I mean, he can kind of... it's not going to be a game over. But if I die, on the other hand, that's a game over. Anyways, this is the bug muck. It's not really the heart of it. It's just kind of the outer areas, the tar pits, in other words. Enemies are significantly much more powerful here. So, you know, be careful. We got maggots, we got tar skulls. It's kind of grim, if I do say so myself. And, well, it kind of matches this game. I find it has a very dark tone, and I didn't really want to say anything until we, you know, you can kind of see firsthand. I'd say this is pretty dark, but, no, I digress. We'll get into that as it gets a little darker, and it does. First real boss, as I like to say, is a good example of how twisted and dark this game can be. Also, we got the mystery music. I like the music. I like the mystery music. It's kind of interesting. But anyways, this is not Strongheart. He's just an alchemist that happens to live in the bug muck. Interesting, huh? Anyways, he's gonna give us another alchemy formula. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like magic. He'll give us the hard ball formula. To be honest, I don't like it nearly as much as Flash. I find that hard ball is... It's a more expensive, weaker version of Flash. That's why I like to say that. I find that the ingredients to use it are much more expensive, but he does still have the ingredients to use Flash, which I will take. I need all the ingredients I can to use Flash as I can. Would I like to... Sure. Let's save. Might as well. Save often, viewers. As I said, this game is hard, and if you don't save often, you're gonna regret it. Especially if you start making progress, you're gonna regret it. Anyways, so the bug muck does have quite a few alchemy ingredients. They weren't lying. And, you know, you kind of have to look at random places, but, you know, it's pretty cool. It's a little bit of a maze. Actually, that's a lot of the game. The areas you go are kind of a bit of a maze, but you can figure your way out. It's pretty much a straightforward path. It doesn't randomize itself, so that's kind of fortunate. Tar skulls are significantly different. Maggots are, well, they're kind of annoying, but they're not too bad. Tar skulls are really annoying because they're usually surrounded by tar and you can't hit them close up until they try to lunge and attack you. Although you might be able to, you know, trick them out. You can oftentimes, because they're stationary, trick them out to hitting air and, well, you can hit them, but they can't hit you, and so that's pretty cool, but it's still kind of dangerous because they hit pretty hard, at least at my current level. Which, by the way, we're going to want to grind up before we actually get to the main part of the bug muck. Like I said, tar skulls will hit hard. Be very careful. Maggots, not so bad, but still, they can kick your butt if you're not ready for it. Just be aware of that. There's got some clay, we got Bacon, who's just killing everything in sight, which is good. It's good. I still level up if he kills things. Anyways, that's the entrance to the real heart of the bug muck. We're not going to enter it in this part. In fact, I'm going to grind up before I do such. But before I end the video, I know this is pretty much kind of just what to expect if you go to the bug muck. A lot of tar skulls, a lot of maggots, some mosquitoes, but not really much else. Let's see. I think I will show you my stats. Here's what I currently am at. I'm level 3, got the Bone Crusher, don't have any equips. And Bacon, well, he's level 3. Yeah. Not too impressive right now. Definitely need to grind.